Perhaps today your body felt heavy, as if every step took twice the effort. Perhaps it's not your body, but your heart that's tired of enduring, or your soul that can no longer find the words to explain what it feels. If you're here, listening to this, it's not by chance. There are encounters that go unannounced, but arrive precisely when they are most needed, and this is one of them. God doesn't arrive making a fuss. He arrives silently when you no longer have the strength to scream. He arrives when the diagnosis weighs heavily, when the pain lingers, when the night becomes too long and your mind won't quiet down. He saw you before you sought him out. He saw your tears when no one else did. He saw your fear disguised as strength. He saw that weariness that sleep doesn't relieve. You're not here by chance. You're here because God chose to find you at this precise moment in your story. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but now. Before we continue, I invite you to do something simple. Stop for a second, take a deep breath, and exhale slowly. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to be strong right now. Just say to yourself, Lord, here I am. That's enough. Sometimes we think that God only draws near when we are doing well, when we have strong faith, when everything is in order. But the truth is different. God draws nearest when we are broken, when we don't understand, when all we can offer him is our need, and that, for him, is enough. Today I'm not here to offer you pretty words. I've come to walk with you for a while. I've come to remind you of something that pain tries to erase. You are not your illness. You are not your tiredness. You are not your diagnosis. You are someone deeply loved. Illness can affect the body. Fear can affect the mind. But neither has authority over your identity. Your name is in God's heart, not in a medical report, not in a statistic, not in a prognosis. I want you to listen to this calmly, without rushing, like someone receiving water after a long time. The Lord has not let you go. Even though you felt far away, even though you doubted, even though you thought you couldn't go on, he didn't let go of you. The word says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." And perhaps today you think, how can I lack nothing when everything hurts, when I lack strength, when I lack peace? But this verse doesn't deny the valley, it reveals companionship. When the Lord is your shepherd, it doesn't mean you'll never walk through difficult places. It means you won't walk alone. It means that even in the valley, even in the shadows, even in fear, there is a firm hand guiding you. In green pastures it gives me rest. It doesn't tell me, it pushes me. He doesn't tell me, he demands me. He tells me, he lets me rest. God doesn't rush you. The world makes demands of you, illness pressures you, your mind accuses you, but God offers you rest. Perhaps today you don't need answers, perhaps you need rest. And God knows the difference. He leads me beside still waters, waters that do not cry out, waters that do not drag, waters that do not frighten, waters where the soul can breathe. That's where he wants to take you right now, even though the noise is still outside, even though the problem hasn't gone away yet. It restores my soul, not just the body, the soul, that invisible part that also gets tired, that also gets hurt, that also bleeds in silence. God doesn't heal halfway. He touches what no one sees, what no one understands, what no one asks about. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Not because the valley isn't real, but because you are with me. That's the difference. It's not the absence of danger, it's the presence of God. Listen carefully to this. The valley is not your destination, it's just a part of the journey. This is not your end. This is not your home. This is not where you will stay forever. Place a hand on your chest if you can, and silently repeat, I am not alone. Even if it's hard to believe, tell it to your soul. Sometimes faith doesn't shout, sometimes it whispers, but it is still faith. Your rod and your staff give me strength. God doesn't just come to comfort, he comes to sustain. When you stumble, he doesn't turn away. When you weaken, he doesn't tire. When you no longer know how to pray, he intercedes for you. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my anguish, not afterward, not when it's all over. Now, in the middle of it. That means anguish doesn't have the last word. He may be present, but he doesn't rule. God gives you spiritual nourishment when fear tries to leave you empty. He anoints you when you feel parched. Fill your cup when you think there's no more for you. And listen to this with an open heart. Surely goodness and mercy will follow you. Problems don't pursue you. Mercy follows you. Sickness doesn't follow you. God's goodness follows you, even when you don't see it, even when you don't feel it. Perhaps your faith is weak today. That's okay. God does not despise a faith that is weak. He takes care of her. He breathes again. He inhales, exhale, and stay here. This is just the beginning. Let yourself be held by this calm a little longer. You don't have to rush. You don't have to understand everything right now. Some processes heal slowly, like the earth when it receives rain again after a long drought. God is in no hurry with you. He knows how much you have endured and how much it has cost you to get here. There are battles that no one sees. They are the hardest. The ones fought in the mind when the body rests but the mind does not. Those that appear in the early hours when the silence seems to amplify the fear. God is there too. He is not late at those hours. You can't sleep when you can't sleep. Perhaps you've often asked yourself, why am I still like this if I pray? Why isn't it happening? What am I doing wrong? And that's understandable. But listen carefully. Your pain is not punishment. Your process is not abandonment. Your waiting is not divine indifference. There are things God heals by taking them away, and others He heals by accompanying you along the way. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High abides in the shadow of the Almighty. That doesn't speak of a distant place. It speaks of a relationship. To inhabit is not to visit. It is to remain. It is staying even when you don't understand. It is taking refuge when everything outside is trembling. The shadow of the Almighty is not darkness. It's protection. It's like when the sun is blazing and someone covers you with their own body. It doesn't take away the sun, but it prevents it from destroying you. This is how God is with you now. Tell Him honestly in your heart, Lord, I need your refuge. There's no need to embellish the prayer. God is not impressed by pretty words. He is moved by sincere hearts. He is your refuge and your strength. It doesn't say it will be, it says it is, right now. Even if you don't feel it, even if you doubt it, even if you're tired of believing. He remains faithful even when your faith falters. He delivers you from what you don't see coming, from what you can't name, from what silently wears you down. Sometimes He doesn't deliver us by removing the trial, but by preventing the trial from destroying us from within. With His wings, He covers you. Think about that. Wings that do not judge. Wings that don't complain. Wings that don't tire. Wings that protect even when you've already given up. There, beneath those wings, your soul can rest even though your body is still in process. You will not fear the terror of the night, not because it won't come, but because it has no power. Fear knocks at your door, but it does not rule your house. Fear speaks loudly, but it has no authority over your life. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. This doesn't mean you won't face difficult times. It means there's a limit that God doesn't allow to be crossed. There's a this far that only He determines. Your eyes will see, even if you don't understand it now. Perhaps today you only see pain, weariness, uncertainty, but the day will come when you will look back and say, here God sustained me when I thought I couldn't go on. Because you have made the Lord your refuge, perhaps not perfectly, perhaps with doubts, maybe with tears, but you still chose it, and that matters. He sends His angels near you, not far, near, on your daily commute, in your room, in that space where you feel vulnerable. Even though you can't see them, there is care surrounding your life. God won't let you fall, and if you stumble, He patiently lifts you up. Not with reproach, not with harshness, with unwavering love. Now I want you to do something internally. Give it what weighs you down the most. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't downplay it. Tell Him exactly what hurts, what scares you, what tires you out. He already knows, but He wants to hear it from your heart. Perhaps you need physical healing, perhaps you need mental rest, perhaps you need something inside you to find hope again. God doesn't divide who you are. He cares for your body, soul, and spirit. Breathe again, and as you do, imagine that peace enters with you and the fear slowly leaves. Not all at once. Step by step, repeat silently, the Lord is my refuge. In Him I trust. Don't repeat it to convince God. Repeat it to remind your soul. Even if you don't have all your strength today, even if you only have a little faith, that's enough to begin. God does so much with willing hearts, even when they're weary. Stay here. There's still rest for you. Allow that confidence to grow without pressure. You don't need to force anything. Faith isn't tension, it's surrender. It's about gradually letting go of control and allowing God to do what you can't do for yourself. There are wounds that aren't visible on the body, but they hurt more than any physical pain. Memories that return unannounced, words that left a mark, losses that were never spoken of. God walks those paths with you. He doesn't avoid your story, He redeems it. He says, He will call upon me and I will answer him. He doesn't say whether you do it right. It doesn't say if you're strong. It doesn't say if you don't doubt. It says, "He will call upon me," and that is what you are doing now, even listening in silence. I will be with him in my distress, not outside of it, in the midst of it. God doesn't watch from afar. He enters the room of pain with you. He sits beside you when you no longer know what to say. He cries with you when the tears flow unbidden. And listen to this carefully. God is not disappointed in you for feeling weak. Weakness doesn't distance you from him. It draws you closer, because there you're no longer pretending. There you no longer hide. There you show yourself as you are. Perhaps you have lost the ability to imagine a different future. Perhaps today you can only think about surviving the day. God isn't asking you to look far ahead. He's asking you to trust in this moment. Only this one. He holds you now, not tomorrow, not when you're feeling better. Now. Place your hand on the place where you most need healing if you can. And if you don't know where it hurts the most, place it on your heart. That place understands more about God than you think. Tell him in your own words, without repeating formulas, "Lord, help me." Sometimes that is the most powerful prayer. God hears even incomplete prayers, even sighs, even the weary silence. None of it goes unnoticed by him. His presence brings a peace that transcends circumstances. It is not a fleeting emotion. It is a gentle certainty that settles in slowly, like a light turned on in a dark room. You may not feel an immediate change today, and that's okay. God doesn't work in a hurry. He works deep down. He heals layers you didn't even know were wounded. Where there was constant fear, he places rest. Where there were repetitive thoughts, he places inner silence. Where there was despair, he sows hope, even if you don't yet see it sprout. Speak truthfully to your inner self now. This doesn't define me. This isn't the end. God is still writing my story. Because he does it, even when you're tired of writing, even when you feel you no longer have the strength to keep trying. God's love does not depend on your current state. It does not depend on your mood. It does not depend on your spiritual performance. It depends on who he is. And he doesn't change. Perhaps today you need to forgive yourself for not being strong, for not understanding, for giving up sooner. God has already forgiven you. He doesn't demand what he himself has already given away. Receive that into your heart. Grace is not a burden. Grace brings relief. Take another deep breath. And as you do this, imagine the weight lightening a little. Not all of it, but a little. That too is healing. God doesn't always take the burden away immediately, but he strengthens our shoulders. And that makes all the difference. There is a peace that is silent. It's not announced. It simply arrives and stays. That peace is available to you right now. Repeat to yourself gently, God is with me. Not as a learned phrase, but as a living truth. He is with you in this process. He didn't let go of you. He didn't leave. He didn't get tired of you. There are things God does when the soul falls silent and the heart ceases to defend itself. Healing often begins there. Not when everything is understood, but when everything is surrendered. Perhaps the path ahead isn't clear. Perhaps you still have unanswered questions. Perhaps your body still aches. The mind grows weary. The heart remembers things it would rather forget. But one truth remains firm, even as your emotions change. You are not abandoned. You are not walking alone. You have not been forgotten. God doesn't measure your faith by how strong you appear, but by how sincere you are before him. And today, you didn't come wearing masks. You came weary, needy, with fragile hope. And that, in God's eyes, is precious. Let these words stay with you when this moment is over, when you're alone again, when the noise returns, when the night grows long and your mind longs to return to fear. Remember this: the Lord is your shepherd, and when he guides, even the weary soul finds rest. There will be lighter days and heavier days. There will be times when you feel progress, and others when it seems like everything is at a standstill. But every day, without exception, there will be a new grace ready to sustain you. You don't have to carry tomorrow's burdens now. Tomorrow will take care of itself. You have enough today, and God is already present in your today. Trust is not denying pain. Trust is choosing not to walk through pain without God. In other words, I don't understand everything, but I don't walk alone. It's about accepting that even as the process continues, there's a firm hand holding you. If there's something still weighing on your heart right now, let it go. Don't hide it. Don't disguise it. It could be a specific fear, a name, a date, a memory, news that hasn't arrived yet. Leave it in his hands, not to forget it, but so that he may hold it with you. God doesn't promise a life without struggles, but He does promise a constant presence, and that presence changes the meaning of everything. The situation doesn't always change immediately, but what the situation does to you changes. Lift your thoughts for a moment and listen carefully to this. Your life has value. Your story matters. Your journey is not in vain. Even here, even now, God is working in ways you cannot yet see. Perhaps you don't see the finished work, but you are part of it. Perhaps you don't see the result, but you are being supported in the process, and that in itself is grace. May God's peace envelop your mind when your thoughts race. May His rest fill your body when weariness returns. May His love embrace your heart when loneliness tries to speak louder than the truth. And when you don't know what to say, when you're speechless, when prayer turns to silence, stay there. God understands that language better than anyone. Surrendered silence is also prayer. Declare calmly, even in a whisper, "The Lord is my refuge. The Lord is my strength. In Him I trust. Under His wings I find rest. In His hands I find hope." Not everything is resolved in an instant, but everything begins to transform when God enters the midst. And He is already here with you. He hasn't left. He doesn't get distracted. He never tires of being with you. May you breathe a little easier when this moment is over. May the weight not disappear all at once, but may it not crush you either. Let hope not shout, but let it remain firm, silent, and alive. Keep walking, one step at a time. You don't need to run. You don't need to prove anything. God walks with you, and that even in the midst of everything is enough. Amen.